blood. The very essence of life, pulsing through our veins, carrying oxygen and nutrients to every cell. It's a symbol of vitality, lineage, and in many cultures, something more mysterious. We all share the same basic components of blood, yet subtle variations set us apart. One such variation, the Rh factor, has fueled centuries of fascination, particularly the rare Rh negative type. Representing a small percentage of the global population, Rh negative individuals possess a unique characteristic that has for generations been shrouded in myth and speculation. Its very rarity has made it a subject of intense curiosity, weaving its way into folklore, literature, and popular culture. From ancient civilizations to modern-day medical marvels, the Rh negative blood type has captured our imaginations, prompting questions about its origins and its implications for those who possess it. What is it about this blood type that sparks such intrigue? Perhaps it's the fact that it sets individuals apart, marking them as different in a way that is not immediately visible. Or maybe it's the historical association with certain traits and abilities, both real and imagined, that has cemented its place in our collective consciousness. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the enduring fascination with Rh negative blood. In this exploration, we'll delve into the science behind the Rh factor, examining the myths and realities surrounding this intriguing blood type. We'll trace the historical threads that connect Rh negative blood to ancient legends and explore its modern-day representation in popular culture. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of Rh negative blood, separating fact from fiction and shedding light on the enduring power of human curiosity. The lore of vampires, those creatures of the night who sustain themselves on the lifeblood of others, has captivated humanity for centuries. From ancient folklore to modern literature and film, vampires have evolved from fearsome monsters to alluring anti-heroes, their thirst for blood a constant reminder of our own mortality. But what is it about these blood-drinking beings that continues to fascinate us? Perhaps it's the taboo nature of their sustenance, the intimate act of taking another's life force to sustain one's own. Or maybe it's the promise of immortality, of cheating death and living outside the boundaries of human existence. Whatever the reason, vampire myths have persisted throughout history, evolving and adapting to reflect the fears and anxieties of different cultures. Interestingly, one of the more recent additions to vampire lore is the association with Rh negative blood. This connection, though lacking any scientific basis, has taken root in popular culture, fueling the mystique surrounding both vampires and those with this rare blood type. The link between vampires and Rh negative blood likely stems from the inherent mystery surrounding both. Vampires, with their supernatural abilities and aversion to sunlight, exist outside the realm of scientific understanding. Similarly, Rh negative blood, particularly its rarer forms, was once shrouded in medical mystery. In the past, before blood typing and transfusions were common practice, the reaction of Rh negative blood to incompatible types would have been poorly understood, perhaps even seen as something akin to a curse. This lack of understanding, coupled with the human tendency to seek explanations for the unknown, likely paved the way for the association between vampires and Rh negative blood. The rarity of this blood type further fueled the connection, casting those who possessed it as different, perhaps even touched by something otherworldly. While science has since illuminated the biological mechanisms behind the Rh factor, the allure of the unknown persists, allowing myths and legends to weave their way into our understanding of the world around us. To truly understand the fascination surrounding Rh negative blood, we must first delve into the science behind it. Blood, that vital fluid that courses through our veins, is a complex mixture of cells and plasma. Among these components are red blood cells, responsible for carrying oxygen throughout our bodies. These cells are coated in antigens, proteins that act as identifiers, allowing our immune system to recognize our own blood cells as self. The Rh factor, named after the rhesus monkeys in which it was first discovered, is one such antigen. Individuals who have this protein on their red blood cells are considered Rh positive, while those who lack it are Rh negative. The presence or absence of this single protein might seem like a small detail, but it plays a crucial role in blood transfusions and pregnancy. When an Rh negative individual is exposed to Rh positive blood, their immune system recognizes the Rh factor as foreign and produces antibodies to fight it. This is usually not a problem during the first exposure, as the body takes time to build up a significant immune response. However, subsequent exposures to Rh-positive blood can trigger a rapid and potentially dangerous reaction, as the pre-formed antibodies attack the foreign blood cells. This immune response is particularly important during pregnancy. If an Rh-negative woman is carrying an Rh-positive fetus, there's a risk that her blood could mix with the baby's during pregnancy or delivery. This exposure can lead to the mother's body producing antibodies against the Rh factor, which could then cross the placenta and attack the baby's red blood cells, a condition known as hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. While HDN is a serious condition, it is highly preventable with modern medical care. The rarity of Rh-negative blood has led to a plethora of myths and misconceptions about the individuals who possess it. Some believe that people with Rh-negative blood are more intelligent, possess psychic abilities, or even have a connection to extraterrestrial beings. While these claims might make for intriguing storylines in science fiction novels, they lack any scientific basis. The truth is, aside from the potential complications related to blood transfusions and pregnancy, being Rh-negative does not bestow any special abilities or predispositions. There is no scientific evidence to support the claims of higher intelligence, psychic powers, or extraterrestrial origins. These beliefs stem from a combination of misinformation, confirmation bias, and the human desire to find patterns and meaning in the world around us. It's important to remember that correlation does not equal causation. Just because a small percentage of the population has Rh-negative blood, and some of those individuals might also exhibit certain traits, does not mean that the two are directly linked. These traits are likely influenced by a multitude of factors, including genetics, environment, and personal experiences, rather than a single blood type. While it's always important to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism, it's equally important to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Labeling an entire group of people based on a single biological characteristic can lead to prejudice and discrimination. Instead, we should focus on celebrating our individual differences and recognizing the shared humanity that binds us together. Section 5. The Vampire Connection. When Myth Meets Modernity. The association between Rh-negative blood and vampires is a relatively recent phenomenon, gaining traction in the latter half of the 20th century. This connection likely arose from a confluence of factors, including the growing popularity of vampire fiction, advances in blood typing and transfusion, and the enduring human fascination with the unknown. As scientific understanding of blood and genetics advanced, so too did our ability to categorize and classify different blood types. The discovery of the Rh factor and the realization that a small percentage of the population lacked this protein led to a renewed interest in blood as a marker of identity and difference. This interest coincided with a surge in the popularity of vampire literature and film, with classics like Bram Stoker's Dracula capturing the public's imagination. Vampires, with their thirst for blood and their status as outsiders, provided a compelling metaphor for the anxieties of the time. The association with Rh-negative blood, a rare and somewhat mysterious trait, further fueled this fascination. It allowed for the creation of new narratives, blurring the lines between myth and reality and casting those with Rh-negative blood as potentially different, even touched by the supernatural. While the connection between vampires and Rh-negative blood might lack any scientific basis, it highlights the power of narrative and the human tendency to find meaning in seemingly disparate concepts. Myths and legends, even those rooted in fiction, can reflect our deepest fears, desires, and anxieties. By exploring these narratives, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the cultural forces that shape our beliefs. Section 6. Cultural Captivation Rh. Negative blood in film and literature. The allure of Rh-negative blood has not been lost on creators of popular culture. From books to movies and television shows, this rare blood type has become a shorthand for mystery, otherness, and even a touch of the supernatural. In these fictional worlds, Rh-negative blood often serves as a plot device, a catalyst for extraordinary abilities, or a marker of a character's unique heritage. One of the most well-known examples of this trope is the Twilight Saga, where the vampire protagonist, Edward Cullen, is drawn to Bella Swan, a human with Rh-negative blood. While the books don't explicitly state the reason for this attraction, it's implied that Bella's blood is somehow more appealing to vampires, perhaps even possessing properties that enhance their abilities. Similarly, in the television series The Vampire Diaries, the character Elena Gilbert, a doppelganger of a centuries-old vampire, is revealed to have Rh-negative blood. This discovery plays a pivotal role in the series' mythology, connecting Eleanor to a long line of supernatural beings and making her a target for various factions within the vampire world. These examples highlight how popular culture can both reflect and shape our understanding of scientific concepts. While the portrayals of Rh-negative blood in these fictional narratives might be exaggerated or entirely fabricated, they tap into our fascination with the unknown and our desire to believe in something beyond the mundane. By incorporating scientific elements into their stories, creators can lend an air of plausibility to their fictional worlds, blurring the lines between fact and fiction and captivating audiences with tales of mystery and intrigue. Section 7. The Power of Belief: How Myths Shape Our World. Throughout history, myths and legends have played a profound role in shaping human understanding of the world. From ancient creation stories to modern urban legends, these narratives provide explanations for the unknown, offer moral guidance, and reinforce cultural values. While often rooted in imagination rather than fact, myths hold immense power, influencing our beliefs, behaviors, and even our perceptions of reality. The persistence of myths surrounding Rh-negative blood, despite scientific evidence to the contrary, speaks to the enduring power of belief. Humans are innately drawn to stories that offer explanations for the unexplainable, particularly when those explanations align with our existing biases or desires. In the case of Rh-negative blood, the myths surrounding its origins and properties provide a sense of specialness, even superiority, to those who possess it. This belief in the extraordinary can be both empowering and limiting. On the one hand, it can foster a sense of community and shared identity among those who identify with the myth. It can also inspire creativity, leading to the creation of art, literature, and other forms of cultural expression. On the other hand, belief in myths can lead to misinformation, prejudice, and even harm if taken to extremes. The belief that Rh-negative blood signifies extraterrestrial ancestry, for example, might seem harmless on the surface. However, it can lead to individuals feeling isolated or ostracized from those who don't share their belief. It can also fuel conspiracy theories and distrust of scientific institutions, hindering our ability to address real-world challenges. Section 8. Embracing Science: Dispelling the Shadows of Superstition. In an age of unprecedented access to information, it's more important than ever to approach claims of the paranormal and supernatural with a critical eye. While myths and legends can be entertaining and even insightful, they should not be mistaken for factual accounts of reality. Embracing scientific literacy is crucial to separating fact from fiction and making informed decisions about our health, our communities, and our world. Science, at its core, is a process of inquiry, a systematic way of understanding the natural world through observation, experimentation, and evidence-based reasoning. It's not about dogma or blind belief, but rather a continuous process of questioning, testing, and refining our understanding. When we approach claims of the paranormal with a scientific mindset, we're not simply dismissing them out of hand. Instead, we're asking for evidence, for testable explanations that can be independently verified. In the case of Rh-negative blood, science provides a clear and comprehensive explanation for its existence. We understand its genetic basis, its implications for blood transfusions and pregnancy, and its distribution within the human population. There's no need to invoke extraterrestrial origins or supernatural abilities to explain this biological characteristic. By embracing scientific literacy, we empower ourselves to make informed decisions about our health and well-being. We can critically evaluate claims made about different blood types, understand the importance of blood compatibility in medical procedures, and make choices that are based on evidence rather than superstition. Furthermore, scientific literacy equips us to engage in constructive dialogue about controversial topics, bridging divides and fostering understanding based on shared knowledge rather than unfounded beliefs. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring allure of the unknown. The human fascination with Rh-negative blood, with its air of mystery and its connection to age-old myths, highlights our enduring fascination with the unknown. We are a species driven by curiosity, a desire to understand the world around us and our place within it. While science has provided us with incredible insights into the workings of the universe, there will always be questions that linger, mysteries that pique our curiosity and fuel our imaginations. The allure of myths and legends lies in their ability to offer explanations where science falls short. They provide a sense of wonder, a connection to something larger than ourselves, and a framework for understanding the complexities of human existence. However, it's important to remember that myths are just that: stories, often passed down through generations, evolving and adapting to reflect the beliefs and anxieties of the time. As we continue to explore the boundaries of scientific knowledge, it's crucial to approach claims of the paranormal and supernatural with a healthy dose of skepticism and a commitment to evidence-based reasoning. While the allure of the unknown will always be a part of the human experience, we must strive to ground our understanding of the world in facts, while also appreciating the power of storytelling and the enduring human need to find meaning in the mysteries that surround us.